What is up, everybody? My name is Matt, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything that Decentraland has been up to these days. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to provide an update on Mana that I really wanted to do. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily videos on Decentraland, and let's get right into it, folks. So if you guys have not seen exactly what we are essentially, unfortunately, having to deal with here, is the ramifications of a crypto market that really doesn't know what it wants to do. Now, Decentraland on any way, shape, and form here really is not reliant on anything except for the way that Bitcoin and Ethereum and all those guys move, because Decentraland kind of works on its own. If Solana is down on a day or Cardano, doesn't really affect Decentraland in any way, shape, or form. But what does is whether or not Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And unfortunately, over the past couple of weeks here, they really haven't. Now, it's hard to say whether or not we're in a traditional bear market per se. I know a lot of people have been, sort of speculating as to whether or not that is the case, but it looks as if that Bitcoin is at a point where it is really just consolidating between, $48,000, $50,000, and that makes it very hard for Decentraland here to break past $4 because it is an Ethereum token. So, if you guys do not know the way that works, Decentraland is a token, Ethereum is the coin that it is built on. So when this is the case, of course, we are sometimes reliant on what it is actually built on. I could find tons of Ethereum tokens on this list that are built on Ethereum, and therefore when Ethereum is not performing well, they're also not performing all that well. So that's kind of our issue here with Decentraland. And of course, Bitcoin is always driving the whole market like this, so it does make it a little tougher to work our way up past $4, $5, like we were at one point a couple of weeks ago. But regardless, I still see an extremely good future for Mana because I love what Decentraland actually is, what they actually do, and the metaverse is going to be humongous coming into 2022, so I definitely do think Decentraland will be there to hopefully capitalize on that. So on the day here, folks, we are down a little over 4%, which, is all right. Definitely not bad. Right now, it's updated to 5, but definitely not bad. It's probably not going to go much worse than this on the day here. Market cap a little bit below $6 billion, which is totally fine. Again, that is a much better market cap than what we would have seen a couple of weeks or a couple months ago, from where, when you guys see in September here, it really was nowhere near where it is now. So definitely nice to see that. And of course, in terms of volume, over the past 24 hours, it is down a great deal, around 16%. So it doesn't look as if a lot of people have either been buying or selling this over the past 24 hours here, which, it is going to be standard, I suppose. There really is nothing we could do about that to stop the decline in volume. And again, sometimes that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes the decline in volume gives us a little bit more stability. And with that said, let's take a look at our graph, folks. Before we do, make sure to check out Webull, guys. Top of the link down below in the description. If you guys like to get started trading stocks, cryptocurrency, all that good stuff, you guys can do that over there with Webull. And if you guys use my link down below, only if you guys use my link, you guys can get some free stock or crypto with signing up. So definitely go ahead and do that down below in the description, folks. I always do appreciate it. So let's take a look at our graph here, guys. We have a lot to sort of unpack here, but basically what we are being shown is really the eventual case that no matter what good pattern happens, Bitcoin unfortunately drives what happens with this trajectory. So again, we can see here there are multiple instances in which you could argue that we see a triple bottom, which is typically a bullish sign. So one example here, if you wanted to, was this sort of waterfall down here to around 320, and then another bottom, and then another bottom. Okay, triple bottom, boom, should be a bullish breakout, but it doesn't happen. Then if you wanted to do that again by sliding over here a little bit, you guys can see we have option 1, 2, and 3, a little triple bottom like this, and ideally that would lead us to some kind of breakout, but it doesn't happen. In every instance in which we want to see some kind of bullish move like this, which this is a very common pattern, and it would be a bullish move if executed properly. And every time we want to see this, we end up being rejected by the movement that Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market are making. So unfortunately, it's very hard to look at this from a technical analysis perspective, because every time we head down, it looks as if we head back up, or vice versa, based on the way that Bitcoin is acting. There are a few things, a few pieces of information, though, I think we can gather from looking at the graph here. It looks as if the sort of low that we're going to be seeing, and I don't think we're going to see anything lower than this for the near future, is definitely right around 290. It doesn't look as if in any circumstance we will get lower than that. And again, that is definitely a good thing. You know, we, in just about every instance here, have headed down more to like 320-ish, 310. So 290, I think, is a safe spot. Maybe even 3 if you wanted to be a little bit more ambitious with your estimate. I think around 290 or 3 looks to be the spot that, you know, we're not going to watch anything go much lower than that, because in multiple instances it has sort of challenged that, and it has been, you know, quickly bought back up and sent back into the low 3s just about every time. So I think low 3s are definitely kind of our safe spot here. I don't see a scenario in which we get much lower than this. So the thing to wonder is, where do we move from here? How do we move up? When do we have a bullish move? Well, again, I think that really you could classify this entire movement here as being really an area of consolidation. But where are we consolidating between? It looks as if, again, like I said, that 290 is going to be kind of the support spot. But to try to gather the majority of where this movement has taken place, I think you could safely say that somewhere around maybe 370 looks to be kind of where the majority of the higher parts of these movements here are taking place. And maybe the low right around 320. So between 370 and 320-ish, that kind of looks to be where we could see some consolidation here, and kind of just bouncing between, you know, these two ranges for perhaps another couple of weeks. You know, it's very hard to tell sometimes, but perhaps another couple of weeks. When we take a look at the relative strength index, you guys can see here on screen, basically you guys can see once we start heading down to around 3, it starts to show that we are oversold, so that quickly sends us back up. Same thing here, we head down to 290, boom, sends us straight back up because we are oversold that time. So it looks as if the sort of equilibrium here for the relative strength index is right around 320, which is what I was basically talking about a little bit ago as well. And when we check the Fibonacci retracement, of course, you guys can see this is going to outline the top and bottom of the most recent run. So in our most recent run here, we have a bottom of around 292 and the top of around 342. And essentially what this is showing us here is that we failed at the 23.6 and 38.2% line here, and the spot that we are using to bounce off of is the 50% line. So that's the 50% line here, right around 317. So right there is where we are basically bouncing off of, hopefully, and hopefully we could stay above there, above the 317 spot to continue to consolidate in the future. So with that being said, guys, hope you all have enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have learned something. Let me know down below in the comments, of course, where you guys see Decentraland coming in the near future. Again, I don't think things are all bad, because, you know, remember, guys, this is a very weird time for crypto right now. Not bearish, not bullish, somewhere in the middle, and it's very hard to tell. So that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want more Mana videos in the future. My name is Matt. See you guys on the next one. Peace.